Welcome back everyone to another Fallout 76 video. In this video we're going to cover the topic of stash box and vending machines, and something that I wish I knew when I first started playing the game. It took me a while and a lot of frustration to figure this out. So let's get to it and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So as you start the game and you get up to past level 50 and a 100 into like to say 200s or even just 50s 60s, it can start happening. So as you have your stash box, and obviously you only have so much weight in the stash box, you start wanting to pick up weapons that are 90% weight reduction. But what happens is when you get a lot of weight reduction weapons in your inventory, it does something weird to like the stash box matrix. So, and what I'm talking about with that is once you start filling up your stash box with a lot of weapons, with three-star legendaries and a lot of weightless stuff, you're going to notice that when you go to your vendors, your train stations over here, and you start going to sell stuff or buy stuff, it's going to start glitching and going real slow. When you go into your stash box, it's going to start glitching and going real slow. And then when you go into the legendary exchange, it's going to start glitching and going real slow. Now, after some research early on, it's been a while since I've known this one, and you might notice other people doing this too, and the reason why they do it is because of the glitch that happens once you start filling up your stash box with a lot of 3-star legendaries that are weightless. So what happens is you're going to want to have a vending machine in your camp at some point in time so you can start selling stuff to other players. Now when you go into your vending machine, you're going to want to set something to 40,000 caps. So everybody does it. You can go over to miscellaneous. Right now I have my bobbing pins. I have 40 bobbing pins set at 40,000 caps. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pick one thing that you can set the price for 40,000 caps. You can do multiple things, but you need at least one item in your stash for 40,000 caps. Now I don't know why, but you do. So the other thing that you need to do is you need to put your camp module as far away from your vending machine as you can. Now I had a smaller camp at one point in time. This is just a larger camp with a lot of different things going on. But I had my vending machine right next to my stash box and right next to my camp module. And I was glitching so bad that it was just frustrating every time I played the game. So what you do is you go into your vending machine, you put one item, such as bobbing pins, because they're light and you can put a bunch of them in your stash box. You set them at 40,000 caps. Then you take your camp module and you put it all the way on the other side of your boundary line for your camp. So you can see I have my camp module over here. I have my vending machines way over here. I do have another one right there, but it doesn't glitch as bad. As long as your camp, your vending machines, and your stash box are separated by a good, I guess people call them squares. So when you set down foundations, you have squares. You have 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, and so on. So as long as you're separated by at least 2 to 3 squares between your camp module, your vending machines, and even your stash box, like my stash box is way up there. As long as you're 2 to 3 squares separated, it's going to help you out tremendously when it comes to the glitch that happens when you try to go into legendary, you're going into train stations, or you're going to other people's vendors, and it just goes super slow. It's very frustrating. So there is a little bit of a trick to cure that, and it's exactly what we just talked about. So I hope this video helps everybody out. If you want to see more videos like this, it would be you know, awesome if you guys can smash the subscribe button and keep on dominating the wasteland, Wastelanders, and have a good one.